Welcome back. And in our top business story, Abu Dhabi National Oil Company has signed a contract with Korea National Oil Company and GS, a Seoul-based company, to explore 3 virgin oil fields in the capital. KNOC and GS are to have a 40% interest in the contract, which sources say could start pumping within the next 2 years. The area of over 11,500 square kilometres is estimated to hold 570 million barrels of oil, with high exploration potential, according to the Southern Korean Ministry of Knowledge Economy. The agreement is to last 30 years for 2 onshore and 1 offshore fields, and will make South Korea the 5th foreign nation to develop Abu Dhabi crude. Output is expected to reach 43,000 barrels a day by 2014. KNOC will own 34% of the venture, GS Energy 6%, and ADNOC the remaining 60%. Abu Dhabi's Advanced Technology Investment Company, a subsidiary of Mubadala Development, has announced a deal to acquire the remaining 9% stake in semiconductor chipmaker Global Foundries. The stake was previously controlled by US-based Advanced Micro Devices. According to a local paper, Ibrahim Ashmi, the chief executive of ATIC, stated that the acquisition allows Global Foundries to continue to execute on its strategy, which is serving world-class customers, serving leading semiconductor companies in the world, and offering them leading-edge technology. Some of the technology being produced includes small chips for smartphones for more graphics and features, while using less power and longer-lasting battery life. The GCC region is set to see a boost in hiring for the first half of the year, especially within the UAE, Saudi Arabia and Qatar, according to a new report. The survey by Nowcrugulf.com shows that 70% of recruiters are forecasting new jobs for H1 in 2012, while 7% are predicting layoffs and another 7% foresee no hiring at all. In terms of sectors, recruiters are expecting the oil and gas, construction and engineering, IT and telecom and retail sectors to pick up. Almost half of those surveyed also expect a salary boost between 5 and 10%. Additionally, 53% more jobs will be available to people with 4 to 8 years' experience. The DFM General Index hit a 16-month high on Sunday, adding 3.07% to 1,754. The ADX rose for an 11th consecutive session, its longest stretch of gains since May 2007, as investors poured cash into the capital's real estate sector. The bourse rose 0.66% to 2,641. So with that, let's now take a look at the stock indices across the GCC. And to talk about the US economy and the outlook for the US dollar, we earlier spoke with Gaurav Kashyap, the head of the DGCX desk at Alpari Middle East.
Well, Laura, the US dollar found a lot of support in trading last week towards the end of the week when Ben Bernanke gave a semi-annual testimony to the US Congress. Basically, Ben Bernanke was discussing future interest rates, he was discussing the improving US jobs market, and he was discussing the recovery of the US economy. But overall, he kept the door shut towards additional QE3 measures, which is why the US dollar rallied. Now, what we're generally going to see in trading ahead is that when we're getting positive US data out of the US, this will force Ben Bernanke to not introduce additional QE3 measures, which should see the US dollar rally. So despite having a second LTRO, which was much larger than the first LTRO, we saw the Euro USD weaken as a result of a strengthening US dollar. Looking at the trading week ahead, we have several amount of event risk coming out this week. We have 4 interest rate decisions from central banks. We have it from the ECB, who's expected to remain unchanged. The Bank of England also expected to remain unchanged. No changes to their asset purchase program. And also we have the rate decisions from the Reserve Bank of New Zealand and the Australian Reserve Bank, the Reserve Bank of Australia. These both banks also unexpected to change. By far the largest piece of data coming out at the end of the week will be on Friday, which will be the US non-farm payroll numbers. Once again, we're expecting a reading of above 200,000 new jobs added in the US economy. But once again, Laura, what I'd tell investors to do is look at the improving data coming out of the US to have a positive impact on the US dollar. Overall, the Euro USD should probably look to close below 130 levels this week.